enabling the social contract through citizen empowerment to build an engaged electorate. The triangular pillars of democracy, with the regulator at the apex of the triangle, while the political class and the electorate are respectively situated at the left and right-hand base, is a simple but powerful visual and conceptual representation of the interplay of forces in a democracy. The regulators make laws and provide independent arbitration of political contests, while the political class, using the instruments of government, provide public goods, ensure the security and well-being of society. The electorate, on the other hand, is the elector and supports government through obedience to lawful orders, payment of taxes, and performance of such other duties as may be expected of responsible citizens. It is this relationship between the political class and the electorate that Jean-Jacques Rousseau, the French philosopher, described as a social contract between the government and the people. That in exchange for vesting sovereign authority in government, it will ensure peace and security, safety and well-being of society, and promote conditions which aid the enjoyment of life and human progress. The social contract is, however, most workable when there is an awareness of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities amongst the contracting parties, the regulators, political class, and the electorate. And when there are strong institutions to ensure accountability in the absence of this awareness, the regulators fail to make, preserve, or enforce relevant laws, the electorate could become disenfranchised and apathetic to democracy due to illiteracy, ignorance, hunger, and poverty. The political class becomes degenerate and fails to provide public goods without fear of consequences. In extreme cases, a stronger party usurps the rights and roles of other parties in the social contract, leading to abridgment of human, social, and economic freedoms, including the right to life and free speech, the right of citizens to aspire and to reach their full potential. When this happens, the social contract ceases to exist. The use of the word democracy to describe that political system becomes a misnomer, and oligopolistic and monopolistic aptly describe the resulting democracy, to use market terminology. As in the marketplace, where the space is opened up to cure distortion, unraveling oligopolies and monopolies in the political arena will entail political reforms to ensure that various actors play by the rules, improved political participation, judiciary reforms, and the strengthening of law enforcement to restore balance and order in the political arena. Politics in Nigeria today, like the distorted market system described above, is broken. The failure of political leadership and the acquiescence of a docile followership have both combined to vitiate the social contract between citizens and government, thereby creating one of the most unequal societies in the world, with lawlessness, poverty, insecurity, unemployment, corruption, and hunger being the norm. The prevailing situation endangers society at large, as recent events in northern Nigeria and the EndSARS protests have shown. The violent response to peaceful protest, the sight of Nigerians scrambling for food across the country, ongoing efforts to create an alternate reality about the causes of citizen discontent speak directly to the urgent need to fix or course-correct politics in Nigeria. In the Work Study Group 1, concerned with emerging an empowered and engaged electorate, we recognize the need for all elements of the triangular pillars of democracy to proceed pari passu, but believe strongly that emergence of an empowered electorate is particularly critical. In order to achieve this, our group is currently finalizing the specific programs for intensive education and engagement of citizens on their roles, rights, and responsibilities, taking full benefit of innovations in technology and traditional offline methods. Our engagement is being tailored to encourage citizens to take the power that the office of the citizen confers on them through voting and continuous political participation. We have identified ignorance, poverty, and corruption, including threats of violence, as major constraints to civic participation, and are currently working to leverage synergies and partnerships for sustainable economic and political empowerment with groups committed to similar causes around the country. The people who show up decide every election. Since 1999 to date, voter registration had never reached 50% of Nigeria's overall population. Hence, our overarching objectives are to increase voter registration from approximately 43.5% to 47% of our population between 2021 and 2023. Hence, our overarching objectives are to increase voter registration from approximately 43.5% to 47% of our population between 2021 and 2023, while improving voter participation from approximately 35% in the 2019 presidential elections to 45% in the 2023 elections. Of the 28.6 million votes cast in the 2019 elections, 1.2 million, or 4.5%, were declared invalid. Voter literacy, to reduce the percentage of invalid votes from 4.5% in 2019 to 2% in 2023, is therefore a key performance indicator for this group. We are confident that with committed implementation of our media and other enlightenment programs, while improving the economic circumstances of citizens, the fixed politics objective of emerging an empowered and engaged electorate that is informed, productive, and highly motivated will be achieved for the overall benefit of Nigeria. Harnessing the energy, interest, and emerging consciousness of a new and restive generation of Nigerians is critical. To draw inspiration from the words of American politician and voter activist Stacey Abrams, I quote, "Our goal is to transform the electorate," end of quote. And it is pertinent to note that through her Fair Fight organization, Stacey Abrams' team was able to register 800,000 new voters in the state of Georgia, USA. Across the 36 states and FCT, Fixed Politics has a clear goal of registering 6 million new voters between now and 2023 to increase the 2019 figures from 84 million to 90 million. And this pivotal voter engagement education, empowerment advocacy extends far beyond electoral cycle. We would like to be clear that voting in elections is good, but voting right is the real power in a democracy. Therefore, while participation, restoration of trust in the electoral process to reduce apathy, educating citizens to vote discernibly based on the contestation of ideas is even more critical as we strive to improve the political experience and outcomes for citizens. Nation building is not a sprint, but a marathon. I've often counseled my colleagues that while we would like to see the transformative changes we seek in Nigeria in our lifetimes, this initiative may in the end be a mustard seed, very small and seemingly innocuous, but may ultimately be the catalyst for a reform polity which caters to the aspirations of Nigerians, irrespective of creed or tongue. Similarly, nation building is the collective responsibility of all citizens. Leadership and followership is also shared responsibility. A contract contains the rights and responsibilities of parties. It is therefore the responsibility of citizens to ensure that their rights under the social contract are guaranteed. This, to my mind, is what Fixed Politics is all about. May I, therefore, on behalf of my colleague co-chairs, call upon all citizens of goodwill to embrace this initiative for the collective good of our country. My name is Frank Nweke II, co-chair, Emerging and Engaged and Empowered Electorate Work Study Group of the Fixed Politics Initiative. Thank you.